Hello students. So in this video we will be solving questions from the topic vector algebra. Before watching this series, kindly watch 3D geometry so that it enhances your understanding for the questions dealing with vectors. So the first question says, for a triangle ABC, P bar is equals to BC bar, Q bar is equals to CA bar and R bar is equals to BA bar. Magnitude of P is 2 root 3, magnitude of Q is 2, cos theta is 1 by root 3, where theta is the angle between vector P and vector Q. Okay, then okay, fine. So let me try to draw the triangle. So let us say this is ABC. So he has given this as P and this as Q and this as R, I hope, right? See, theta is the angle between P and Q. So just a conceptual clarity, this is not theta, this should be theta, because P and Q should either be pointing outwards from point C or pointing inwards, then only the angle is defined as theta. So if this is theta, this is 180 minus theta. अच्छा, ठीक है भाई, cos theta का value है 1 by root 3. So cos of 180 minus theta should be minus cos theta, which will be minus 1 by root 3. Okay, fine, that's fine. And what else can we say? From triangle law, can we say vector R is equals to vector P plus vector Q? Correct, no? AB vector, sorry, BA vector is nothing but BC vector plus CA vector. Am I right? Yeah. So, yeah. And we'll do one thing. We have here P cross Q minus 3R. Acha, this should be P cross Q minus 3 times P cross R. Okay. And from here, what will P cross R be? Let us pre-multiply with vector P. So we get P cross R is equals to P cross of P plus Q. This should be P cross P plus P cross Q. This should be a null vector, dear students. So we have P cross R as P cross Q. So ultimately, now this one will be equals to, this will be equals to P cross Q minus 3 times P cross Q, which is nothing but minus 2 times P cross Q, right? Fine. So ultimately now this value, what is that? Magnitude of P cross of Q minus 3R whole square will be equals to magnitude of minus 2 times P cross Q whole square. So what will this be? This will be 4 times magnitude of P cross Q whole square. Acha. Now this is P cross Q, right? So if what is A cross B? A cross B is AB sine theta n cap. And what is magnitude of A cross B? It will be AB sine theta into 1. So here we'll get a magnitude of P whole square, magnitude of Q whole square into sine square of acha. See, again we should write the angle between vector P and vector Q is theta. So we should write here, strictly speaking, sine square theta, right? Correct. So what is magnitude of P? Magnitude of P is 2 root 3. So P square will be 2 root 3 whole square. 2 root 3 whole square should be 4 into 3, 12 into magnitude of Q is 2. So Q square should be 4. Sine square theta is 1 minus cos square theta. And what is cos? Acha, this is cos theta, right? Cos square theta will be 1 by 3. So ultimately we get 4 into 12 into 4 into 2 divided by 3. So I get 4 into 4 is 16. 16 into 4 is 64 into 2 is 128. Yeah. So now let us next find 3 times magnitude of R whole square. So what is R? R is equals to P plus Q. So 3 times of magnitude of R whole square should be, right, that's what we want here. So we can write this as 3 times of magnitude of P plus Q whole square. Acha, this should be, what do I get if I expand this? I get magnitude of P whole square, magnitude of Q whole square plus 2 P dot Q. Am I right? That's what we get here, right? Okay. So again, this will be 12 from here and this will be 4. Acha, what do I get here? This will be 2 magnitude of P, magnitude of Q cos theta, right? And cos theta is 1 by root 3, right? Cos theta is 1 by root 3. Perfect. We can write 3 to 12 plus 4 is 16. Magnitude of P is anyways 2 root 3. Magnitude of Q is 2 and cos theta is 1 by root 3 if I remember. Right? Yeah. Cos theta is 1 by root 3. So what do we get? This and this gets cancelled. So we have 3 times of 16 plus 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. So 16 plus 8, I think it is 24. 24 into 3 should be 72, right? So ultimately we want the addition of this plus this, so that should be 128 plus 72. 128 plus 72 should be 200. So 200 should be the answer. That's it. The first question is a little simple. Let us go to the next question. Next question, he says vector A is this, vector B is this, vector C is A cross B, vector D is Z cross A, perfect, and A minus B dot D. I think this is a very straightforward question, dear students. So we'll find the C vector, which is A cross B. Very simple. How do we find A cross B? Determinant of ijk in the second row we write the coefficients of A, minus 1, 1, 2, and the third row we write coefficients of B, that is 1, minus 1, minus 3. So if I expand the determinant along the first row, we get I cap into 1 into minus 3 is minus 3, minus 3 plus 2, I think minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1, minus j cap into minus 1 into minus 3 is 3, 3 minus 2 is 1, plus k cap into minus 1 into minus 1 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So ultimately we get here minus I minus j, right? And what is vector D? Vector D is nothing but C cross A. What do we get there? Again I, j, k. Yeah, in the second row we write the coefficients of C, that is minus 1, minus 1, 0. Coefficients of A are minus 1, 1, 2. So ultimately we get I into minus 1 into 2 is minus 2, minus 0, minus j cap into minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. Yeah, again 0, and plus k into minus 1 into 1 is minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, which is minus 2. So ultimately we have minus 2y plus 2j minus 2k, right? So we have D also. Now what do we want? Achha, we want A minus B. Very simple. A minus B will be minus I is minus 2i, j minus of minus j is plus 2j, 2k plus 3k is plus 5k. So what is asked is A minus B dot D. Achha, that should be, how do we take dot product? Multiply the coefficients of I. Minus 2 into minus 2 is plus 4, plus 2 into plus 2 is plus 4, plus 5 into minus 2 is minus 10. So we get 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 minus 2 is 8, sorry, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 minus 10 is minus 2. Minus 2 should be the answer. Do we have it? Yes, option 4 is correct. Let us now go to the third question. Yeah. So next question says, let P be a point in the plane of the vectors AB and AC such that P is equidistant from the lines AB and AC. Okay, now this is a very important statement. P is equidistant from the lines of AB and AC. That means P lies on angular bisector. That's a very important thing. How do we know this? What is the definition of angular bisector, dear students? Locus of all points which are equidistant from two given lines, right? Correct? Perfect. And what is he asking here? Okay, then the area of triangle ABP. Perfect. So this is the triangle ABP. He has given us vectors AB. He has given us vector AC. Okay, sorry. This should be C. Sorry. He has given us vector AC. P is equidistant from the lines AB and AC. So something like this. Let us say this is angular bisector. So P can lie anywhere here actually. P can lie anywhere. Let us say P is lying here. I don't know where P can be, inside the triangle. P can be outside the triangle also. That depends on the length of AP. Fine. So he is asking us to find the area of triangle ABP. Let us say P lies inside. Fine. So now I don't know where does exactly P lie. I'm just assuming P can lie outside also. That doesn't change the answer. Fine. So we want to find the area of this triangle ABP. So area will be half mod AB cross AP. Acha. Either we can find vector AP. If I can find vector AP, then the question can be done. Vector AP can be found. Acha, this is internal angular bisector. How do we find vector AP? So that will be find the unit vector along AB and find the unit vector along AC. Add them, right? So AP will be lambda times. So AP vector will be lambda times AB cap plus AC cap, right? AB cap is unit vector along AB and AC cap is unit vector along AC. Now we can take magnitude of AP and we'll get the value of lambda. Once we get that, we will be able to solve this question. This is method 1. You can try this method, dear students. That will work. The other method could be, let us say this is theta and this is theta. Yeah. So can we find cos 2 theta? That will be nothing but AB dot AC divided by magnitude of AP into magnitude of AC. 100%. How do we take AB dot AC? That should be 3 minus 1 minus 3 by under root of, what is the magnitude of AB, dear students? It should be under root of 3 square is 9, 1 plus 1. Yeah, 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 plus 1 is under root 11. I think magnitude of AC is also root 11. Think about it. So we get here 3, yeah, we get here minus 1 by 11. So this is cos 2 theta, right? Now, yeah. What will I get here? This will be magnitude of AB, magnitude of AP into sine theta. Yes, students, right? Correct, no? Mod of that. Of course, sine theta should be positive, right? Cos 2 theta is negative. So can we write 1 minus 2 sine square theta is equals to minus 1 by 11. Cos 2 theta is 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So we get 1 plus 1 by 11 is 12 by 11 is equals to 2 sine square theta. And sine square theta is nothing but 6 upon 11, and sine theta should be plus or minus. Acha. This should be plus only, think about it, because this angle is obtuse. 2 theta 0 less than 2 theta, no. Cos 2 theta is negative, that means 2 theta lies in the second quadrant, so we can say pi by 2 less than 2 theta less than pi. Pi by 4 less than theta less than pi by 2, that means theta is in the first quadrant, so sine theta should be positive, so sine theta should be plus root 6 by root 11. So ultimately I think the answer now becomes this area will be half mod AB is what is the magnitude of AB? Magnitude of AB is root 11. Magnitude of AP is under root 5 by 2. So under root 5 divided by 2 into sine theta is root 6 by root 11. We can cancel this, and what do we get? Root 5 to root 6 is root 30 divided by 4 square units. Do we have this as the answer? Yes, option 2 is correct. That's it. Thank you for watching this video, dear students. Meet you with the next one.